And this is quite interesting because the minute I land, I'm being picked up to meet Prince William.
Pleasure to meet you, His Royal Highness.
I have a private conversation with Prince William myself. That's the thing I love most about my team. None of them are messing around. In the airport here, 2 quick days in Boston, flew in, flew out, had a great time with Whoop. That company inspires me so much, not just because I'm an equity partner and they've literally changed my life and my relationship with sleep and my health, but just their philosophy towards the way they make their decisions about their business I find super inspiring. Then I spoke on stage here at Inbound, which is a big HubSpot event that takes place once a year with, I think it's something like 11,000 people in attendance, which is mad. And now I'm in the airport, flying home. And this is quite interesting because the minute I land, I'm being picked up to meet Prince William. Not every day that you get to hang out with Prince William, the future king of the UK.
His destiny is to inherit the crown and succeed to the throne.
There's always lots on the line with my flights. I've never really articulated that before, but every meeting in my life is important or else I wouldn't be getting on a plane. So you've got to have good airport etiquette.
Okay, it is almost 7 and our flight departs at 7:30. Steve started vlogging.
The flight I was meant to be taking home has already been cancelled once.
And I just left to go to the gate. And I don't know if he knows that our flight is about to leave.
One of the things I actually do, which I don't think I've ever shared with anyone before, is I only bring holds or luggage if I can help it.
I've texted him, but he hasn't seen it because he's vlogging. And we need to make this flight.
In the entirety of your life, imagine how much time you will save.
So people are queuing now.
By not having to wait at the baggage claim. Let's just imagine it, let's just do some maths.
Final call for boarding for the last remaining passengers.
So 30 minutes per flight I'm wasting at baggage claim, and I do about 50 flights a year, times by 50.
Please board the aircraft now through gate S.
Divide that by 60, that's 1,250 hours.
Still nothing from Steve.
Divide that by 24, that's 52 days stood at baggage claim.
I'm gonna have to get on the flight. Let's see. Your attention, please, for flight 212.
And what sort of skin type do you have?
I'd say dry
Yeah.
combination.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm about to meet Prince William, dressed as that.
Okay, important question, important context. Why have I flown from Boston to London to Bournemouth to come to a Pret a Manger to meet the future king of England? Homelessness is really a crisis in the UK. There's about 300,000 people sleeping on sofas, staying in hostels that are considered homeless. Homewards is a program that is founded by Prince William, which is ultimately aiming to end homelessness for good. So today, I'm going to a Pret, which is like a coffee shop in Bournemouth, and I'm going to wait there for the future king. Thank you guys, thank you, bye-bye. Bye. Sorry, am we late?
A little bit, all right.
I didn't wear it. Do you think this one is not okay? Fuck it, I'll just
30
wear this.
minutes maybe?
It's a good fit.
Yeah, looks good.
How do I smell? should I try and smell good? You're highest.
Hello, you alright? Of course you can.
How come you're here?
I actually can't say, so...
Oh, okay.
That is a good smile.
I've been practicing. Oh, you mean his? Oh, right now.
from Fred.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Your Royal Highness. Pleasure. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming down today.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Let's get the little tour and the little brief on Pret Manger. Yeah. All the smells in here start making me really hungry about now as well. So, just thank you for being a homeless advocate. I really appreciate it.
Oh no, in fact, it's
you've got a bit of lived experience of all the things we're trying to do, so you get the whole message and the whole plan.
100%, and all of these things inspire me in such a profound way. I've met the founder of Pret a few times, and he's told me about the model. And a lot of founders think you kind of build something great, then you give back. But this model shows that you can do both at the same time, and it's incredible that what you're doing for him.
That's what I was asking about. Where's the culture set? Like, is this something that you set from the top when it was founded, or is this something that lots of employees want and it's driven from below? Because I say it can't be difficult for other businesses, not even in the food world, everything, to kind of set that example. It's not difficult.
It's not. This is what I'm really interested to see is like, how do you find these rising stars, and what's the systems and processes that have to go in place?
We also have aprons as well. Excellent. So I think you have your names.
Obvious which one's which.
This takes me back.
And these are our rising stars.
Just to give you some context here, myself and Prince William are meeting some of Pret's rising stars from their Rising Star programme. I shouldn't be able to mess this up, should I? Putting a sticker on. Right, I've messed it up. I'm going to get fired. The Rising Star programme gives people that had less opportunities because they had criminal records or they were in a cycle of homelessness an opportunity to work, which puts them back on their feet, gives them jobs, and also gives them a hell of a lot of pride.
It's got a little busiest.
It's got a little bit.
What's your name? How's it going in Bournemouth? Big issues? Yeah?
Love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Bye guys, bye.
I love your diver CEO. I love all of
You're such a
it.
sweetheart. Thanks, brother. Thank you, bro.
Steve, one more selfie.
Of course. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Okay, quick one. We've just arrived at Bournemouth Football Club, waiting for Prince William to arrive. And we're doing a round table here with some local business owners that are all doing little bits and pieces to understand and support homeless people within the Bournemouth community. We're going to learn from them, and all of that information then feeds back into what Homewards are doing in this area, but also globally. How can businesses help people that are homeless? And also, maybe most interestingly of all, going to have a private conversation with Prince William myself. Just ask him a couple of questions that I have about his life and what it is to be the future king.
I think from this meeting, please widen your networks, widen your group to kind of bring as much business as you can on board. Show them the ropes, show them how you've done it. Because I think having a map is so much easier, and most businesses will want to know. Like you said, it takes away some of the risks and the worry that they have. But it's a really good start, guys, and thank you so much for your commitment and your passion for this. Stephen, anything you want to say?
It's just really inspired. It's wonderful to see everybody's aiming at the same target, and I think that's the starting point, which is the intention. And I've been in the prisons. I've spent a long time there and met the inmates for many, many hours, and I've seen the talent. And then it's clearly a competitive societal disadvantage to not bring that talent into the workforce. So I'm now on board with it, and I'll be doing everything I can to remove those blockers and to align those incentives to make it attractive for businesses. So thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the opportunity as well, Sam. I appreciate it. Thanks.
You imagine what it's like to be the future king of an entire country and the Commonwealth. Can you imagine how many people are asking you for your time, for your attention, how many charities, organisations, causes you can commit yourself to? And one of the things I was most interested in speaking to Prince William about was how does he decide to allocate his time? And his answer was probably the best answer, because it would probably be mine too to some degree. He says he focuses on the biggest problems he can solve, that he has the maximum passion, enthusiasm, and suitability to be working on. And that, I think, for all of us is how we find mastery in any facet of our lives. Because at the end of the day, if our goal is to have positive impact, it doesn't really matter what we do, as long as what we do is driven by authentic, genuine passion. And that, in many respects, is the story of Prince William, a normal guy living an unusual life that is following his own passions to have a positive global impact.
Stuff when you go forwards, you're keen. So there's a few areas I'd love to talk to you about. It's
amazing
projects you're interested in.
What?
Because for me, doing this work, I need people I can rely on and build a team around. And then we're all, things go better and easier when you work as a team. So
Of course.
if you're interested, I'm keen to be in touch.
100%. Thank you so much. It's a huge honour.
Really good to see you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Just left Bournemouth FC Football Club. Wonderful day with His Royal Highness. An incredible individual, very kind. He has a remarkable way of making everybody feel important. And it was also wonderful to hear how passionate he is about Homewards. And it's really, actually, I come away from today really inspired. I come away knowing that I could do a lot more. And so this is just the start of my relationship with Homewards, with His Royal Highness, and I'm excited to see where we can take it and the impact we can have. The goal we have at Homewards is to end homelessness within 5 years. It's an ambitious goal, but we all like ambitious goals. So let's see what we can do. Just at the office right now. I'm about to stop working and head over to meet the rest of the Diary of a CEO team. We have about 30 people full-time in the Diary of a CEO team. Today is the Diary of a CEO quarterly strategy day. And what we do is we get all the teams up on stage to present about everything they're working on, their big goals for the next quarter. We look back at the last quarter and the last year, and together we plan how we're going to raise the bar across the team, and then we're going to go in and have a little bit of fun. But it's all work right now over there. They're going to be sat at their laptops, focused, working hard.
We're starting off with the disco and the drink.
The secret party.
Yes! Because they are professionals.
Here we go, people.
And they never waste time.
This is an experience which is all about doing as much or as little as you want.
That's the thing I love most about my team. Whenever I'm not with them, it's work, 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 work.
Oh yeah. You know what, if you're a jellyfish from the Lido, you're a jellyfish from the Lido.
I bet they're fucking around, aren't they?
How does your jellyfish move?
I bet they're fucking around.
I want you to let out a scream or a roar or whatever it is. Let it out. And we're going to keep screaming.
No, they wouldn't do that. And these kind of days I think are so important because as a team, when you're at your laptops in the office working, sometimes you can get a little bit too close to the painting that you can't see the full picture. So by changing the context and the environment and pulling us all away from our laptops and screens to spend a day off-site just thinking about the business and thinking about where we're going, you can get clarity again on why you're doing this and what you're doing and what the goal is here. But honestly, for me, if there was a number one reason why we do this, it's about bonding.
Moment in stillness, feeling the effects of all that stomping, all that shaking, all that screaming.
Company culture and team bonding doesn't happen at the water cooler or in the kitchen in the office or while you're in Slack. It happens outside of the office.
And take a few really big deep breaths into knowing that it's okay to express yourself. Place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart.
It is the fitness clubs that they go to. It is the workouts that they do together. It is the environmental cleanups that they do in these kayaks. It's all of those extracurricular activities that bring you and bind you together so that when work gets tough, all the science shows that you're going to be insulated by the community that you've built those bonds with.
And team, whenever you're ready, we are going to stand in front of someone else and just take a moment to look at their whole face. Really take in this person in front of you. And if that feels like a weird thing to do, just ask yourself, why is real human connection something that's become so difficult, something that we shy away from? Are we trying to protect ourselves?
Because there are so many companies right now that have spent too long sat at their desks, glued to their screens in the office, that are like this with the picture. And when you're stood this close to any picture, you can't see it. By stepping out of the office and getting away from it with your people, the full picture becomes visible.
You might give them a hug, you might give them a high five, whatever you need. And give yourselves a really big round of applause. Well done, team.
And that's why we do these sort of quarterly, annual, recurring off-sites with the entire team. Right, head over there now, meet the team, see how they're getting on.
So these are some of the ideas that we have for where we go, and the biggest thing that stands out for me is we got to go deeper. So I think the biggest one is DOAC investigation, and this is basically we get far more primary sources, so we're going deeper into their background. This is stuff that no other place has, so we're looking into investigative journalism courses. This is the next evolution, this is how we do it. And so this guy is called Nardwar, and he looks ridiculous. He is ridiculous. He has the best research that is just ever.
The illest hour radio show. What the fuck? Bro, Nardwar, how?
Is this where it all started, right here with the rump shaker?
This is one of the most impressive interviews I've ever experienced in my life. Seriously.
We did do weird experiments where we would bring photos of their family. This is just one facet. I think we can get by going deeper in.
Pleasure to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you.
I've got this other picture that I found that I thought was relevant.
Oh. Now, do you know why this is relevant?
I do. Maxine and Tupac are both in that
picture. Same picture. Tissue. Thanks.
So you covered it a little bit in the intro, but what is your why right now? You said like the reason why we all do what we do is slightly different. Right now, what is your why?
So again, it's like multifaceted for me. So there's a personal thing in me that I'm still, for the last 10 years, I've been trying to see what my potential is. I think there's a part of me that's still somewhat dragged and insecure, and is still looking for like validation in like numbers and success and all that stuff. And I'm aware of that, and it's okay. You know, we all, most of us, including me, don't really know what's driving us a lot of the time. And then when I have those conversations with like people in the streets and the gym, we went for dinner the other day in LA, and multiple people came up to our table and said things. Everywhere we go, the cab driver, me and Will are training in the gym in Vegas and New York and wherever, people are coming up and say the most profound things to you about the impact it has on their lives. And those moments give me this little like shot of like nitrous oxide in me, because it goes from being a huge privilege to feeling a lot like a responsibility now, which is people are relying on us. They're like really counting on us, and that's not an over-exaggeration, because when you see the girl that comes up to us at that event we did, like Dom and Will were there, and she cries her eyes out because in her darkest moments she puts the podcast on, and it helps her feel heard, understood, it gives her the information she needs because she's really struggling every day. You go like, we've got to be there for that girl, you know? That drives me a lot. And then seeing the success in the individuals on this team is one of the things that has always been the best part of my job, which is like, I love seeing someone else reaching their potential and watching them struggle towards their potential. And I look around the team and I think everyone's so far away from it. I do, including myself.
Who are your current top 5 dream guests?
Yeah, I think Obama is. I saw he was on there. I think Obama definitely is.
Just into your subconscious.
Yeah. Like Mark. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, guys, we're done. Over to you, Mike, now.
This is not your average sip and paint event. I'm going to give you a theme, and I want you guys to collectively paint to this theme. The theme that I want you guys to paint today: community, collaboration, and culture.
What y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out!
What we're going to do is a dance challenge. You have to choreograph a unified dance piece for you and your group.
Oh, yeah, I think we create a tunnel.
We're not gonna do this in rhythm. Perfect.
5, 6, 7, 8.
End of another long, crazy week here in the UK. Flew from Boston to London to Bournemouth, met Prince William, had loads of meetings. And these moments with the team in various companies that I'm involved with are always the most special, because I believe at the heart of what makes work enjoyable for all of us, regardless of what industry we're in, is this feeling of forward motion. And that's what we get when we come together and look back at the year we've had and the progress we've made. A challenge, that's what we get from days like today where we all set goals. Freedom and control, a challenge that feels subjectively meaningful. And in the talk I gave to the team earlier, that's really what I was highlighting, was all of those people all around the world that come up to us and share messages with us about how what we do in any part of the Diary of a CEO has helped them in some way. And fifth and most importantly of all, doing it all with a group of people you really like and love. If you have those 5 core components in your work, I genuinely believe you will enjoy that work regardless of the industry that it's in. I have a lot of work to do tonight, and when I say my work, I mean all of that was work, but I really mean sitting down and getting my to-do list done, organising a bunch of things that are happening next week, which you're gonna see, which I think you'll be really excited by. And so I'm gonna get back at it, but I've got one favour to ask you before you go. We're gonna take this channel as far as we can possibly go, and we spend hours on end thinking about small ways to make this vlog better based on your comments. We're actually doing a comment analysis at the moment, which means we pull all the comments from this YouTube video, process them using AI, and we, from that, get loads of insights about what you guys want and what you think of this vlog. So thank you for that. And if I can ask you for one favor, only if you enjoyed anything in this vlog, only if, it would be to make sure you've hit the subscribe button. It just gets better and better next week. Skrillex texted me about 2 hours ago and said he's doing a special secret gig with Fred again. I'm gonna take you behind the scenes. I'll show you as much as I possibly can. 2 days here with the BBC. Ooh. Now this is an interesting one. I'll give you a tour.